So guys, this is my first ever video, and it's gonna be of Miles Morales, so let's hop into it. I'm probably not gonna talk over a bunch of parts, but I'm just gonna see how this goes and see where this takes us. This is me, well, it was supposed to be me platinum in the game. I do platinum the game here, but I showed at the end that I do, but this is the, I am a bit sick, so yeah. First video, nervous as heck. Let's just see how this goes. So we're swinging in. This is how we start off. Then we go and talk to Pete. We see what he wants to do and other things like that. We see him doing this cool trick where he hangs upside down and starts drinking his coffee. And after this, we eventually go and go to the, what is it called? The helicopter. Well, helicopter ship, whatever you want to call this, holding one of the biggest and baddest RAF prisoners, and we later to find out, and in some convicts as well. Don't get me wrong with that, but obviously something goes wrong. The wire breaks a bit. Miles goes try to fix it, ends up getting worse, crashing a bit into a building if I remember correctly. He almost dies right there. Pete saves him. Yeah, crashes into a building. Luckily, I don't think anyone got hurt here, and then, well, I don't know. And we see a big crash, obviously, and then the prisoners eventually escape. Rhino escapes, and we have to deal with them all together. Also, you will hear my voice kind of change a bit here and there from it going regular to being different somehow. It's because I have to stop recording, maybe look ahead a bit, and then see what I want to say and things. Well, I'm not even looking ahead. I'm not gonna lie, but I have to respond to other people as well. And unfortunately, I didn't have enough time to, go look, see what I need to say, write a script or anything like that. Cause I was on a bit of a time limit, and it's currently like 7:36. I need to record this, and this could take me, well, if you don't know, 2 to 3 runs of doing it. So I decided to just say, hey, who cares really? And let's just see how this goes. So, convicts escape, obviously. Then we see Pete having to deal with Rhino. The guy almost get killed. Miles, no, Pete saved him. Yeah, I forgot. And then we were riding Rhino. Pause. It took me a while somehow to get one of the easiest trophies, which is just um while riding Rhino in this scene, hit 15 things, and I thought I was, but apparently I wasn't. So I had to go back later and eventually get it. I don't think I have the clip. Well, I have the clip where I got it, but I didn't put it in this video, I believe. I was trying to keep it kind of short, and it got to 27 minutes. So Pete eventually goes down, obviously. Then we eventually have to go deal with Rhino, while Rhino kind of teases us, or, well, antagonizes us, saying his Spider-Man's broken, so we have to go handle him for a bit. Yeah, I honestly don't know what to say for half of this stuff. I'm not a good with commentary. This is why I like doing live streams sometimes, but we're just gonna see how this rolls, see how this um happens. Maybe next time I'll actually have a script or something. Hopefully, well, no, because I'm posting Spider-Man 2. Well, no, Spider-Man Miles Morales, which is this one, obviously. And then I'm posting one back to back. And then I'm going to hopefully post Spider-Man 2, well, gameplay. Gameplay, platinum, bit of both. Might do a few videos of gameplay, then platinum. We eventually knocked out Rhino. Pete's finally waking up. Roxanne comes, and I'm pretty sure they were in game one as well. They were like a bit in the background mostly. No one really talking about them, but I think they were there because I think I saw like one building with their name on it. But I wasn't really careful, so well, not careful. Worry about anything else besides getting the game done. So could be wrong as well. They ended up taking Rhino. Uh, find out later that's a really big mistake.
You beat us to it. I wanted to thank you, both of you, taking down
Times. But that is how you learn.
And we see that Miles Morales here gets a new gift from
But
Pete,
first, you gotta take
and
the oath.
everything should be better now. And we're back. They do this little Spider-Man promise.
To do
I don't know
everything in
if
my
Pete,
power
if that's a
to
real thing, or
protect
Pete just made that up. To be honest, I feel like Pete made that up just for him. We see the new suit. I personally don't like it. I feel like it's just Pete's old like training suit because it's way too big for Miles. We get to finally meet Finn, Miles' old best friend from school,
So good to
which
see you.
he has a crush on. Definitely, ain't no doubt about it.
Months. A lot's changed.
I think I left the frame where we see Genki, not Denki.
On Monday and you too.
Where's the goat?
Dinner's almost ready.
Nah, we saw the goat on the floor a bit.
I'm so glad you could make it. Thanks for inviting
Rio
me to this
Morales,
place.
I believe.
We missed you. Well,
Yeah, the goat was on the floor. We have to go out to try to get the power working again. We have to climb around the building. I cut it to just make it a bit shorter. Cut a lot of things to be honest.
right now.
He gets back in. I left this part in because be weird if we just got out. His boy Genki um improvises for him so he can basically fake his way getting back in. Sorry, I'm getting stuck here time to time. Bear with me. Hopefully the next Spider-Man 2 will be a better video. Then we go help out with his uncle Aaron Davis. He works at the train station basically. And what is it called? We find out that's the underground trying to take control for a shipment, I believe. And he comes back. I didn't really show that much. He eventually gives us a unlimited subway pass, and he knows that we were, Miles Morales. So he's a bit nervous, but he promised not to tell his mom or anything like that. Luckily, so Miles doesn't have to be like, "Hey, how did you know?" And his mom gets told, and he gets in trouble or puts her in danger as well. So that's basically a nice thing to do. So we get a bunch of bunch able to ride the I almost said bus, Jesus, train pass, subway pass. Anytime we want to go to location, but I think I used it a bunch of times, but I think I swung around the city for most of the part, if I am correct. Alright, so I really don't know much to say. Again, I had a cut again, as you probably heard. I just showed me getting a trophy here. That 4 was because I was planning to keep track of the trophies and things like that. And I couldn't find it because I'm editing on Share Factory and not on my PC. So basically, this is Tinkerer saying, "Yo, these people are killers." Talking about Roxanne, and because they killed someone that the Tinker knows personally and made people sick, so they just wanted to fight Roxanne, and that's it. But other people ended up getting hurt as well. Genki, the guy who's the best, ends up saying, "Hey, I'll help your mom. I'll make sure she stays safe. You go and you go be Spider-Man, and I'll go take care of them." I have this suit, and I just liked it, so I kept it on for a bit. I ended up skipping, going over to where he helps with the bridge. He sees that it's Finn, and that kind of messes with him a bit. He gets launched in there. His bioelectricity goes off the fritz a bit, so he has to try to control it a bit. But he ends up not doing it since it's kind of still new to it. Destabilize it and blows up the bridge a bit by accident, though. Still blows it up, but it was still by accident. It was a team effort. Then I skipped to one. One of my favorite parts where he's holding the bridge up together. You know, well, not the whole bridge. I can't say that. So he's strong, but he's not holding the whole bridge up. And I say he's really strong because I know Tom had struggle holding up the ship. I'm not saying it could. I would say it's probably like around the same height. Not height. Fucking Jesus. Around the same weightish. Make the bridge probably heavier, to be honest. That's my opinion. I don't know the weights of this stuff. I'm just saying by comparison, it looks heavier. And the only reason why he let go was because he had to save someone. And his webs were still holding it. He's able to turn invisible now. He learned out that he has that little secret power, so he's able to escape from Roxxon. Trying to blame this all on him. I think Pete eventually calls him, but I think I skipped that part. Pete calls him like, "Yo, either they're saying something with vacuum." I forgot the exact line, but he's basically saying, in context, it seems like the bridge is blown up, obviously, because Pete is away for like what 4 5 weeks ish, or like I forgot how long he's away. I know it's like a month, I believe so. So then we break into the Tinker's little lab, which Finn's little lab. Look around a bit. I skip to where I get into the two videos, I believe. Yeah. So these are the two videos. So yeah, again, cut. You know, I have I have a bunch of cuts. You'll probably be able to hear every single one of them. I hope next time I can have a script I want to say. So I watched the video like 2 times over. So like, alright, let me not have it mess up. Go through the script in my mind, read it out loud, make sure it hooks up with the time. If I have to speed anything up, slow anything down, I could be like, okay, and do it like that.
Okay.
So then we get to the two videos where they decide, hey, we gotta wipe all the data to keep you safe and to keep everyone safe from Roxxon. Jesus. And then cut to the second video part where Finn obviously a bit sad because things didn't go as planned, and she also lost her phone. Down in the place that we're actually going to next. I believe so. That's next in the clips. So we just go try to get the phone back while having to fight off armies. And simple thing as Spider-Man. She promises Rick that she's gonna, hey, I'm gonna help people out. But the next part is the underground actually comes. I really should be quiet and not ruin so many surprises. Hey, jeez. People want to actually watch this and be surprised a bit. Well, if people watch it, obviously. I have a lot of salt. Sorry, eating as well. Try to camouflage, didn't work as well. Able to camouflage, learn to get out of fishing. Eventually, I skipped just beating them all up, basically, because there's a lot of fight scenes. Sometimes I die. I don't think I died in this one. But some of them I failed on purpose, because I was either going for something, or I didn't like how I did it. Like, this one thing I was going for silent takedowns or something. That's why it was taking me so long. Perch takedown, and so I just decided, hey, let me distract them while they looking over there. Get this guy. And yeah, Spider-Man should really be just, and then boom, strike him down, and then do the same. Unfortunately, I got mad at so many points because it didn't like kill them or anything like that, and I was a bit pissed at those points. We found out where she's going, where her phone was, is, and then we eventually just ended up going there and just be like, yeah, let's go get her phone and hope she doesn't get mad at us. Well, okay. We found out our uncle was actually the Prowler.
You're the Prowler? My dad.
And then, what is it called? I'm pretty sure his dad knew that he was the Prowler, yeah, and he wanted him to stop, but he didn't stop, unfortunately. And this is how he has to also get some income from Roxxon.
Listen, I did some work for Roxxon a while back. You don't want to mess with these guys. If we get caught in here...
Then help me.
What else happens here?
Stubborn as you.
We have to get in. E says we're stubborn, as you just saw. And we eventually get to the part where Rick ends up dying, unfortunately, from a shield. And Krager, I'm pretty sure his name is. He said self-sabotage, really, Rick? No one's really gonna care about you if you die. And this is where Finn's phone gets lost and she has to run so she stays safe. We shut down the reactor. After we know about the video and things like that, shut down the reactor. We get messed up because all the electricity in our body and has way too much. Well, obviously we have way too much in our body. So we go off walking, setting anything and basically everything electrical around us, frying it from its circuits. Once we get closer to the door, though, we kind of have to let it all out in a big shock, which unfortunately also ends up ruining the phone. Well, we ruined the phone before reaching out for it, so can't keep it inside, so we just left it burst out, which also becomes a move, I believe. We go talk to Finn. We tell her, hey, we basically want to join the underground and other things like that, because we kind of know what's happening. And Genki earlier told us, hey, if you can't talk to her as a Spider-Man and she doesn't like you as Spider-Man, talk to her as Miles Morales. You know, you're her friend, right? So you should be able to talk to her like this and try to get her to understand your side more.
Found out about Rick. So sorry.
We have to go on this crane, not showing off for Spider-Man too much. So we jump and we kind of fake it. We have the nice Timbs on, I believe. We get quote-unquote saved. You know, we could climb up buildings, but we had to do that so she doesn't find out that we're supernatural or better than her in any way, really. We eventually fake it, get in, obviously, from the underground. I have to move that statue. We go down the elevator for a bit. And then we have to sneak into her little planning room while, what is it called? While she comes up with a plan. Obviously she's coming up with a plan, but a plan on where the new form is at, I believe that's what it's called. So we have to get a bit closer while she's, plotting on where the new form's at and how to set everything right. And she almost spots Miles because Miles has to move something. I don't think that clip is here. Yeah, I took it out. And then this is the new form. We eventually have to fight her, and luckily we don't get beat up too bad right here. You know. So we tell her, hey, kind of let's try to work together a bit. Alright, so we web off after her, trying to get her to listen to reason. Miles isn't strong enough, but Pete was here. And I bias to Miles because I'm like, this is after he gonna deal with Rhino and things like that. But you also gotta think this is also a bit after the Sinister Six attack and things like that. So of course he probably couldn't deal with Rhino after being there. Well, no, actually no, because it was a few months. So it's have to get trained. I promise you, he fractured or broke 3 of his ribs. But that man felt the ultimate pain in that little toss. Not the little toss, my bad. So she basically goes up to him and asks him, why shouldn't she kill him? He says the most gangster thing. He just says his mom would be really mad. Well, upset. She's confused. She doesn't really trust him anymore because her best friend is quote unquote evil. Well, evil to her. Well, her op. That's what it's her op. So then Miles, web shooters really don't work. He has to walk it off a bit. And then I cut it to what? Cut it to the final boss fight. We're coming up near the end actually. We throw her a bit. we fight with her for a while. Honestly, I had to cut down a lot of the fight because it took me a bit to um kill her and stuff. Not kill her, but other things like that. If anything, I can. If a bunch of people watch this and I get like 10 likes, I will post the full video. Well, like without a bunch of parts trimmed out, like probably not a walkthrough. I'll probably replay the game, going by everything, and just try to speedrun it a bit. And I will post a full video up. I will have to edit it on my PC, but I will post a full video of me playing the game, trying to speedrun it. But to speedrun Spider-Man, I would have to 100 likes at least. 100 likes, 20 subs, and that's pushing it a lot. And I just don't like Spider-Man 1. I love the game, don't get me wrong. I just feel like it would take me too long, because I tried to speedrun it before. It took me like 10 hours and 4 days. And when I mean 4 days, I mean 4 days of hopping back on. It took me a total of like, I don't know, a total of like 14 hours, I believe. So this is kind of like the final boss scene. She gets her suit doesn't work as well because I think the Roxanne thing is messing up with it. So he goes, saves her. Could never be Andrew Garfield. Rest in peace, bro. Andrew must be mad at like all of them. The only person he can kind of bond with is Tom, and that's because they both got both a Green Goblin took mess with them, so they couldn't save their girl. So Miles gets up like the ghost he is, make sure Finn's okay. He knows what he has to do, and try to absorb all that energy and power. So then he gets up, starts slowly walking over to it, and like in this suit, I like it, but it like everything's a bit too like pixel, like his butt just looks like a dang rectangle or something. He doesn't succeed the first time. I think I left like all of this in. I think that's because I really love this. I love this part, and I love the cutscene. She gets a flashback to what her brother did, and she doesn't want Miles to die like the same way. Miles has his mask on, being real gangster. He realized, hey, I gotta use Venom and I have to absorb it all actually. So he basically, I think he punches it or just holds on to it. Let's see. No, he just holds on to it, absorbing everything. No more spam you need to do. Not in any game, but in this whole game. And everything eventually turns orange, going all the way to his, I was at spine, but like core, his chest. And this is my favorite part. I just really like the cutscene. I always thought it was really nice. So now he's overfilled with bioelectricity. Well, electricity, I'm just gonna say. So he's eventually gonna explode, but he doesn't want to hurt his parents or anything. So he told Finn, get them away from him. She realized, hey, I caused this. I can at least try to fix this. And she doesn't really care because her brother Rick is dead. So how much is her life really worth if like everyone she cares about is either gonna die or could be dead? So she picks him up, saying, yo, you light work real quick, boy, and runs up the damn building. Don't fully get this part. You know how much training she must have had over and over with that. And she just launches herself up and she tells Miles, just let it go. So then they can all go out in a big bang. Little angelic. At first I was like, I wouldn't be that surprised if some reason, because with a plot twist, like how they like doing, they usually like say, oh, they're alive. I was thinking at first I wouldn't be surprised if she's alive, but with that big explosion, no, she shouldn't be. Let me put it like that. If they decide to make a Spider-Man 3, I would purchase that. I don't care for $300 for the standard edition. I'll buy that. But what is it called? I don't think she's coming back in Spider-Man 2. He had his mask off, and then a bunch of people saw him. A bunch of his neighbors and stuff. All of them saw them. So then the news is like, hey, you guys saw him? Oh, it's a goat right there. Julia? Forgot her name, but she's a goat. She works for Feast. We save her in Spider-Man 1 as well. And he's like, oh, you seen his face? Who is he? He was like, oh, who is he? Yeah, that's our Spider-Man. Basically being the biggest ghost of all time. And I really love Spider-Man 2 is one of my favorite games, honestly. I have a few others, but he's probably definitely top 10 to be honest. So he goes, swings out. You know, we have a bit of fun afterwards. 4 weeks later, Krieger, he finally goes to jail. And I think we also talk, well, he goes to jail. I think, what else? What else happens? He arrests, waits trial. He was at the bodega when that happened. Then he goes, finally uses Pete's own move against him, where he drinks upside down. Pete says the suit is really cool.
Yeah, you do.
And then Pete tells, he caught him up on everything and told him what happened.
Does this job ever get
Spider-Man 2, I can't wait because it drops in like just 3 hours, 51 minutes. Ooh, well, 50 minutes and
uptown 'cause they saw us as the
35 seconds now from recording.
Rick,
So, he lost Rick, he lost Finn, and almost all of Harlem almost died because Roxanne came and basically killed off Rick, which sucked. We didn't see it. Well, we saw it happen, but we didn't like see it before that part. So yeah, we're up near the end now. So they have to go. It's a chase, and they just end up being the same old Spider-Man as they were. Can't wait because you're gonna be able to play as both of them in Spider-Man 2, and it's kind of simple. I love this. I hate that it was in his thing, in his leg, and this is how I get my second to last trophy, and me unlocking my platinum. And that's all. Hope you guys can like, subscribe, share this if you can, and give me all the feedback in the world. Hope you guys enjoyed. Xeno Titan out.